Hey gamers, so I just woke up, and what else would I wake up to than the social climb video, which is amazing. I love it. However, there is a phone number at the end of the video. So, I know I'm not the first person to do this, but I'm going to be calling the number at the end of the social climb video, so you don't have to. Okay. 1-858 651-5050. I sneezed. Alright, speaker.
In a mountain stream is my idea of a good time.
After the dance, they went straight home. The hostess taught the new maid to serve.
Adding fast leads to wrong sums. The show was a flop from the very start.
There was water in the cellar after the heavy rain. They're not listed in the new phone book.
A large size in stockings is hard to sell. The juice of lemons makes fine punch.
Smoke poured out of every crack. Serve the hot rum to the tired heroes.
Those words were the cue for the actor to leave. A yacht slid around the point into the bay.
The place seems dull and quite stupid. Thieves who rob friends deserve jail.
The frosty air passed through the coat. The crooked maze failed to fool the mouse.
He wrote the last novel there at the inn. Even the worst will beat his low score.
A saw is a tool used for making boards. The wagon moved on well-oiled wheels.
Try to have the court decide the case. They are pushed back each time they attack.
The box was thrown beside the parked truck. The hogs were fed chopped corn and garbage.
Much of the story makes good sense. The sun came up to light the eastern sky.
The two met while playing on the sand. The ink stain dried on the finished page.
The right taste of cheese improves with age. Act on these orders with great speed.
Adding fast leads to wrong sums. The show was a flop from the very start.
The cement had dried when he moved it. The loss of the second ship was hard to take.
March the soldiers past the next hill. A cup of sugar makes sweet fudge.
He broke his ties with groups of former friends. They floated on the raft to sun their white backs.
These days, a chicken leg is a rare dish. Rice is often served in round bowls.
The desk was firm on the shaky floor. It takes heat to bring out the odor.
The walled town was seized without a fight. The lease ran out in 16 weeks.
The purple tie was 10 years old. Men think and plan and sometimes act.
A saw is a tool used for making boards. The wagon moved on well-oiled wheels.
Torn scraps littered the stone floor. Sunday is the best part of the week.
Cars and buses stalled in snowdrifts. The set of china hit the floor with a crash.
The mat had an X that meant nothing. Whitings are small fish caught in nets.
The boy was there when the sun rose. A rod is used to catch pink salmon.
Beef is scarcer than some lamb. Raise the sail and steer the ship northward.
A tame squirrel makes a nice pet. The horn of the car woke the sleeping cob.
They slice the sausage thin with a knife. The bloom of the rose lasts a few days.
March the soldiers past the next hill. A cup of sugar makes sweet fudge.
Acid burns holes in wool cloth. Fairy tales should be fun to write.
He knew the skill of the great young actress. A shower of dirt fell from the hot pipes.
The wreck occurred by the bank on Main Street. A pencil with black lead writes best.
It seems simple to my mind. She said that she adored men.
The odor of spring makes young hearts jump. Crack the walnut with your sharp side teeth.
We talked of the sideshow in the circus. Use a pencil to write the first draft.
Sail the boat to stop it from sinking. The term ended in late June that year.
Our janitor sweeps the floors every night. It would be much easier if everyone would help.
The fruit peel was cut in thick slices.
I don't want to go to the movies tonight.
Don't try to get out of it this time. There isn't enough paint to finish the room.
Coax a young calf to drink from a bucket. Schools for ladies teach charm and grace.
You will have to be very quiet. There was nothing to be seen.
He offered proof in the form of a large chart. Tuck the sheet under the edge of the mat.
He ran halfway to the hardware store. The clock struck to mark the third period.
A tusk is used to make costly gifts. 10 pins were set in order.
Open your window before you go to bed. This water is too cold for swimming.
Put that cookie back in the box. If your tooth hurts that much, you should see a dentist.
Everyone should brush his teeth after meals. Don't use up all the paper when you write your letter.
The lamp shone with a steady green flame. They took the axe and saw to the forest.
Would you please give us the facts? He arrived home every other night.
A force equal to that would move the earth. We like to see clear weather.
A small creek cut across the field. Don't let the dog out of the house.
The bill was paid every third week. Oak is strong and also gives shade.
Don't try to get out of it this time. There isn't enough paint to finish the room.
My brother will be in town on business. We live a few miles down the main road.
Those windows are so dirty I can't see anything outside. There's a good ball game this afternoon.
The ancient coin was quite dull and worn. The shaky barn fell with a loud crash.
You were the perfect hostess. He punched viciously at the ball.
The work of the tailor is seen on each side. Take a chance and win a china doll.
If you don't want these old magazines, throw them out. I'll carry that heavy package for you.
Cats and dogs each hate the other. The pipe began to rust while new.
Everyone should brush his teeth after meals. Don't use up all the paper when you write your letter.
The brown house was on fire to the attic. The lure is used to catch trout and flounder.
Do you think she should stay out so late? Here's a nice quiet place to rest.
Jazz and swing fans like fast music. Rake the rubbish up and then burn it.
She was so interested in it. I want a minute with the inspector.
He wrote down a long list of items. A siege will crack the strong defense.
You can catch the bus across the street. Call her on the phone and tell her the news.
Open the crate, but don't break the glass. Add the sum to the product of these three.
Those windows are so dirty I can't see anything outside. There's a good ball game this afternoon.
Float the soap on top of the bathwater. A blue crane is a tall wading bird.
Fathers spend more time with their children than they used to. Fishing in a mountain stream is my idea of a good time.
Slash the gold cloth into fine ribbons. Stand there and don't move until I tell you.
The birch canoe slid on the smooth planks. Glue the sheet to the dark blue background.
Grape juice and water mix well. Roads are paved with sticky tar.
Cars and buses stalled in snowdrifts. The set of china hit the floor with a crash.
The slush lay deep along the street. A wisp of cloud hung in the air.
Do you think she should stay out so late? Here's a nice, quiet place to rest.
A fresh start will work such wonders. They